Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. West Santa Clara, and everyone who cares about what's going on the west side of town. This is the West Side Story. I'm your host, John Casey. If you enjoy this, please like and subscribe. Comments are always welcome. We can always improve what we're doing. And let's get on with today's report. I mentioned in last week's report that Ray Gamma had passed away. It looks like the American Legion over on Homestead, like the 900 block of Homestead, is planning an event on February 1st to honor him. As I say, that Ray was a really good man, and he did a lot of good for a lot of people and a lot of things in the city. Second thing is on the 26th, over in the community room at the police station, 5:30, they're going to have a review of the use of military equipment by the city police department. A long time ago, the state assembly passed a law 481, I believe, Assembly Bill 41, which required that the city council once a year review what the equipment is and how it was used. And it's an interesting report. It's like 30 pages. It's not short, but what Santa Clara has, at least to me, was very interesting. So if you want to go over it, it's like I say, on the 26th. Now, on this one, I'm late. It's well after 10 o'clock in the morning. But there was a meeting this morning at 10 o'clock to talk about Santa Clara's Ethics Commission. This is kind of a political hot potato. People have been complaining about it for a long time, that there really needs to be a formal body to review ethical issues. One of the frequent reasons to not create the body has been that there was fear that whichever group had the majority on the council would sway the ethics group that way, and it wouldn't be useful. There's also been talk about appointing 7 members from the general community. And this has been going on for, I'll say 5 years, maybe even longer. And now I think they're going to put some teeth behind it and make it happen. I think keeping an eye on all forms of government is a good idea, so I salute this. Fairly busy report this week. On the 11th, over at 936 Kiley, we had a child abuse call. Person was taken to jail. On the 10th, over at the now Super 8, used to be Motel 6, we had an arrest for drugs and paraphernalia. On the 9th, over on Robin, we had arrest for multiple charges: drugs, guns, and domestic violence. On the 10th, over at the U.S. Bank branch on Homestead, we had a serious case of vandalism. They took that fellow to jail also. On the 10th, at the Lawrence Expressway and Golden State, just around the corner here, there was an arrest for possession for sale. That fellow was transported to jail also. On the 9th, at the smog test only on the El Camino, there was a petty theft. It looks like that person was released. And then on the again at the Super 8 or Motel 6, we had an arrest on the 9th for failure to appear and arson. Again, transported. Also on the 9th at El Camino in Calabasas, they found a fellow they've been looking for a while. A long list of things he shouldn't have done: possession of drugs for sale, and possession of a firearm by an unauthorized person, possession of ammunition, and a whole list. I believe there was 12. And of course he was transported. On the 7th at El Camino in Pomeroy, we had an arrest for a failure to appear. And I've said it 100 times, and here's 101. Why in God's name, if you know you're in trouble already, would you do something to bring the police out? I'm sorry. That just absolutely mystifies me. I have no idea. In any case, that's our report for this week. Again, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.